What's up, everybody? Welcome to Narco Cop MMA. And no, this is not the Lambo Plays podcast. This is a special podcast I'm doing for my plays on Bellator, on PFL 1. Some interesting cards there. I mean, I have a lot of plays in general this weekend. I even have some BFL plays for today, some CFFC, and some Ryzen plays, actually. So I'm all over the map this weekend. I did a bunch of taping, long ass week because getting my house done, ready to move in. I'm going to have a nice little studio for my Lambo Place podcast for my YouTube channel. So it's going to be fun, man. I can't wait to move in and settle down a little. Everything is going to get so much easier. And maybe I'll do some live YouTube stuff from my backyard, which is it'll be nice. Let me go over to chat. Always shout out my chat. Andre, Mike is the hero we don't deserve. You guys all deserve it. And no, I'm not a hero. There's a bunch of other heroes. Like our military, those guys are heroes. So, yeah, Lou Betcha, what is up, my buddy? Thank you, Daz. Tim Choyano, my co-host. What is up, my man? Dylan Mudd. Isaiah D. Bufu on the beat. Yes, I don't know if I'm going to be giving you any Lambo plays, but I will give you some props that I like that I've bet and stuff like that. Lance, Narco, what BFL plays you have tonight? I have 3 plays. I'll give them to you right now. Actually, let me share the screen. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I will share the screen with you for BFL and what I have. All right. You guys see my screen right there. 3 plays for BFL. Navid Zingano plus 119. I know almost everybody's on the opposite side on Xavier Nash, but when this line moved to plus 119, Navid is like a high level wrestler, man, like Olympic level wrestler. Like he's got crazy good wrestling. Xavier can get stuck on bottom here. I think this is like an overcorrection in my opinion. So Navid now at plus money. If his gas tank can hold, obviously this guy doesn't have a lot of fights, but he's like Olympic level wrestler. I'm assuming he has a pretty good gas tank. And plus money now, I think he can ground Xavier and go to work there on top. So plus 119. Mitch Trezella, Ali Wasik. The only thing I'm scared of is Mitch Trezella getting taken down, playing off his back. But the guy's a dog, man. And to get plus 250 on him, I think is a good price. I don't know what he's sitting at right now. I think the line went down. So, but yeah, I got plus 250 there. I don't want to go too much about this. Then I got Mateo Vogel, my biggest play, minus 285. The line has moved, so there's no sense in talking about that. But yeah, that's it for BFL. Joshua, always helping the people. Yes, I am. Bob says, boss, thank you, sir. Let's go. Just subscribe. Thank you, Ben. Mr. Chico, what's up, bro? Dan Hamilton. And my man, Sparring with Reality, Narco, out here looking like E40. Thank you, sir. 42 of you in here. I didn't expect this many, but yeah, let's just jump right into this. Let me share my other screen for my Bellator stuff. Well, not my plays, but we're going to talk about the fights and what we let's see here. Yeah, she's got all her wins are by sub in the amateur. She hasn't fought as a pro yet. Maria Henderson, like I said, she's fought once as a pro, 1 Americana from triangle position, but she also has 2 other subs in her amateur career. I just think she trains at the better gym. She probably has been training jiu-jitsu for a very long time. I know she's a black belt. I think her opponent is a purple belt. And if this fight hits the ground, I'm just going to have to favor her. Like she's facing much better training partners where she's at. And I think I took a stab on a submission prop on her, but I do believe the submission prop is gone. Let me check real quick on best fight odds. I took her at plus 400 by sub. Yeah, it's gone. It's plus 300 now. I still kind of think it might be good, man. This other girl's a purple belt. She's a black belt. You know, I'm going to think this fight's going to hit the ground because they're both grapplers. And I do believe Maria Henderson's the better grappler. So did the stream freeze? Oh, okay. Sorry, it didn't. Okay. But yeah, not much to say else about this fight. If you want to get plus 300 on the sub, I don't think it's bad. But outside of that, I'm not touching anything else. Fight number 2, Bryce Meredith versus Brandon Carrillo. Interesting, dude. I have a bet on Carrillo at plus 800. I got half a unit here. And currently we have Carrillo sitting at the best price you can get is plus 675 on BetMGM. I still probably take a crack at it, to be honest, because here's the thing with Bryce Meredith. So when we look at him, he's 3-0. Yeah, he's a high level wrestler. Correct. He's really good. Division I wrestler, extremely good at wrestling. But when we watched the Jay Viola fight, he finishes in the third, but it's like, it's not a good look for him. He's like going tooth and nail against the guy in Jay Viola, who's, I think he's hitting like 40 or even 40 plus. He's 3-4. He's not a really good fighter. He's sloppy as shit. He is tough, but I mean, going tooth and nail with this guy is not a great look. Then against this Nathan Falcao, who was making his pro debut, he's 39 years old, and he dropped Bryce Meredith in that first round, which made Meredith shoot and then eventually gets the choke. The thing with Carrillo that I like, first of all, he came in very good shape. I mean, he looked fantastic at weigh-ins. Second of all, there's not much here in his career. He's actually 2-0, not 1-0. If you go to the Sherdog, he's 2-0. But he's the striking instructor at Gamebred Training Center. I listened to one of his interviews. He's well-spoken. He kind of he actually has a boxing background, amateur boxing background, and has a lot of amateur fights. I think he said he had like 40 or 50 plus amateur boxing fights. And dude, this guy looked like he's in great shape. He says he wrestles a lot in training. The tape that I saw, like, I mean, he's fighting a low-level guy, so he dominated that guy in actually both the guys. But obviously, this fight is for Bryce Meredith to win here. I mean, but we're getting a huge price tag, and I do think this guy at Gamebred Training Center, I'm sure there's some good training partners. And he's been training MMA for 10 years, he said. So I'm going to think this guy is a little under the radar, and there's not much they know about him. That's why the price is where it is. But I'm willing to take a crack at plus 800, man. Like, I think that's a pretty insane price when you watch how Meredith's striking is not good at all. Because like I said, he got dropped last fight. And you could see like Viola was fucking putting it on him at some point. I don't like what I see from Meredith right now. He's still young. He's still very green in MMA, but I'm going to take a shot at plus 675. I think that line's too big. Fight 3, Randy Field, Ashley Cummins. Another fight that I have a bet on Ashley Cummins at minus 105. I have 2 units, but that line is gone. I mean, I can't give you minus 164 now because I don't think that's a good price. However, how I see this fight going is when I look at Randy Field, it seems like she's an OnlyFans model. When I look at her Instagram, like, not a great look. She's 3-1. She's like a darty striker. Like, she's in and out, moving around, throwing a bunch of punches and kicks. But for one, in the Mariah Miller fight where she won rear naked choke, she is getting beat pretty handily in that fight. She gets a rear naked choke. In the fight against Inaba, she just gets grappled and gets destroyed for the most part in that fight. The other thing I notice about her is she gasses pretty fucking hard, dude. Like, her gas tank is no bueno for a 115, 120 pounder, whatever their catch weight. On the other side, Ashley Cummins, she's a police officer. I don't know where, somewhere, I guess, in Missouri. She's a police officer, but like, she's looked good against way better competition. Like, she has a win over Jessica Dolboni. Good win. The first Jinyu Frey fight, she absolutely got robbed in that fight. Like, go back and watch it. There's no way she lost that fight. Then she lost to Alexa Grasso by decision. And Joanne Calderwood, I guess she got knocked out to the body. But when you look at this girl's career, she's been fighting for a very, very long time. She's very experienced. The only thing that I would say is she's moving up to 120 here in the catchweight. She's normally fighting at 105, but she's fought at 115 pounds before. You could see here against Grasso, it was at 115. Against Kagan was 115. Against Lichana Green was 115. So she's fought at 115 before. The other thing is I actually like the fact that she's fighting at 115 because she's 35 years old, dude. Does she really want to cut down to 105? I don't know. They're both the same size. I mean, she's 5'3". Her opponent is, I don't think she's much taller. Yeah, she's 5'3". So it's like, okay, one is way more experienced, has faced a way better opposition, has actually won against good opposition, and the other one has got destroyed when she faced good opposition. So 105 was a no-brainer. I probably, gun to my head, I would probably still play like 150 range. 164, it kind of gets hairy. It's a little too high, but yeah, I like Cummins here, to be honest. I think she should win, and she should win pulling away later, especially in the fight. She's got really good cardio, and her opponent cardio looked like shit. Tajik in the house. What is up, Patrick? What is up, my man? Pretty good weekend ahead of us for no UFC. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. His ROI is worse than Luke's. I don't know what he's talking about. Narco. Dude, you came in here to troll. Seriously? Are you that dumb? I want to show what you're putting. My ROI is worse than Luke's. Okay, Luke is a great capper. I'm not trying to compare myself to him. And I'm a stubborn bald fuck. Okay. I'm gonna leave you here. I'm gonna let you put whatever you want in chat so you look like a freaking idiot in front of everybody. So there's 56 people in here and one idiot so far. So Sigma Uchaba is probably some idiot that made up a YouTube channel just to come in here and talk shit because he has no balls in real life. So enjoy it, dude. I'll leave you in here. Moving on. I don't want to clog up any more of that. So let's move on to fight number, let's see here. Fight number 4, Mike Hamel, 9-5 versus Nick Browne, 13-2. I had no interest in betting this fight, honestly. But now that the line moved to plus 170 on FanDuel, and it's still currently there, I started to get interest in Nick Browne because normally I actually back Mike Hamel because I like his style to back, especially as a dog. But Mike Hamel historically is like a dog. He's fighting good fighters, and he's normally a dog, and he comes through a lot. Like, he's fought really good opposition. I mean, Usman fight, Adam Borics, really close fight. Bryce Logan, he won pretty easily. And then Kilias Moda was a split, close fight. Now he's facing Nick Browne, and the one thing of concern with Nick Browne is that he's older. He's, I think, 30. How old is he at this point? He's 33. I mean, he's not that old, actually. He looks older, but when you look at Nick Browne, like, he's faced very good opposition. I mean, he's faced the same guy, Trey Ogden, where he finished him in the first. He faced this Ben Eagley guy who's a grappler. Mandel Nallo fight is a very nice look, in my opinion. So the Mamedov fight, he kind of got grounded the entire fight. Didn't look great. Mamedov is just hard to deal with. And Mike Hamel kind of has a similar style because he can grapple, but I don't think he can control Nick Browne if he gets him down. That's the key difference here. And if he can't control him and this fight is on the feet, I kind of favor Nick Browne on the feet. I think he's the better striker. It's pretty dangerous with jiu-jitsu as well. So, like, here's the thing. Mike Hamel as a dog is a good bet. I like betting this guy as a dog. But Mike Hamel as a favorite, especially at this point, like minus 200 on FanDuel, it doesn't go well because this guy fights extremely close, whether you're good or bad. He just fights close. I mean, he's not a guy that just blows the top off. He doesn't have big power. He doesn't do anything great. His wrestling is really good, but that's it. But I don't think his control is very good. So plus 170, I like the Browne side here, man. Honestly, I think the line's a little too big, and I think this has to do a little bit with recency bias. So yeah, give me 170 on Mike Browne. Or not Mike Browne, Nick Browne, sorry. Moving on, next fight of the night. Christian Edwards, Rakim Cleveland. I got nothing. I taped it. Line's crazy wide. It's like minus 455. I have no interest in Christian Edwards. I don't think he's that good. But Rakim Cleveland is, I don't know, bro. This guy's had a ton of fights. Both guys are fighting now at heavyweight, which is whatever. This guy's been finished twice in a row. I just no interest in this fight. Fight number 6, Lance Gibson, Vladimir Tokov. This line's coming down a little bit. It's 175 in some spots. I kind of got a bad line. I got minus, what did I get? Yeah, minus 185. If I would have waited, I would have got, I guess, minus 175. But I got him in a parlay. And the thing I see with Gibson is I don't think his takedown defense is very good. In some of these fights, he's getting grounded. He's getting put on his back. And Tokov is going to be by far the best grappler he has ever faced. And when you watch like the Dominic Clark fight, even this fight, like Clark gets him down, he's on top, but he puts a triangle on him. I don't think he has that good jiu-jitsu. I mean, yeah, he put that one in, but I think Tokov is just relentless. He's got very good cardio. He's going to get this fight grounded, in my opinion, and he's going to stay on top. And, you know, against J.J. Wilson, he loses the fight because he gets Wilson down a bunch. But the problem with Wilson is he's a really, really, like, tricky grappler. He's always throwing subs from bottom. So, and he's, like, elbowing, doing all kinds of shit from bottom, which I don't think Gibson has, which made the fight, you know, kind of swing on J.J. Wilson. Even that fight, it was a split. Scatizzi fight, he completely dominated, like grounded Scatizzi a bunch. And Scatizzi's a hard guy to deal with. Gonzalez fight, that fight he loses, but it's a bad matchup because Gonzalez is such a good wrestler, man. It's extremely hard to get him down, extremely hard to hold him down. So, like, the 2 fights that he's lost are kind of like bad matchups, and they both went by split. Now Lance Gibson, you know, the guy is young. He seems like he's a prospect, but to me, I'm not very impressed with this guy. I don't think his grappling is all that good. And I think Tokov probably dominates this dude on the ground, man. So I like Tokov. You want to even play money line now at minus 175? I might even throw in a money line bet on him because I think he's going to ground him and actually take care of business against this guy. I don't think he's going to finish, but he's going to definitely win minutes here for sure. George Gennaro, Narrative Nation, appreciate my breakdowns. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Kyrex, he's just jealous. Yeah. We're going to just ignore him and let him keep talking, bro. He's, you know, when you hide behind a name, you're a coward. That's all it means. You're just a coward. Christian Edwards was compared to Jones before getting KO'd by a 10-1 dog. I don't know but what about him makes him look like Jones? What? His wrestling is not that good. How could they even compare him to Jones? That's kind of weird. Gibson did his fight camp. Yeah, that's my only concern. But, like, the problem with him is he's not going to be able to stop takedowns, in my opinion. So, Gerardo, what is up, my man? And what is up, Dilmed? Yeah, let's move on. That's what I think of that fight. If you want to bet Tokov now, I think it's not bad at minus 175. I think, what's Tokov by decision? Hold on a second. Maybe we could do that. I mean, if you have Betway, it's plus 105. I think that's the route he's going to win. Yeah, I just play minus 175. There's no reason to mess around because you never know. He might drown this guy later. So I don't know. I don't want to take a chance on that. Tim says nothing that was the joke of Edwards was awful. Oh, okay. I get it. Sorry. I'm a little out of it here. Thanks for the free breakdowns, Narco. Really appreciate them. I appreciate you. 64 of you in here. What's up to everybody? Thank you for joining. Let's move on. Fight 7. Lucas Brennan, Josh San Diego. I got nothing to say. I mean, this line is minus 1,100, 1,000, whatever. No bet for me. No prop for me. There's nothing here that interests me, to be honest, in that fight. There's nothing. Zero. So it's a pass. Brennan should sub him, but I don't know. Joey Davis, Jeff Creighton, same shit. Minus 1,600, Joey Davis, he should roll. This guy, Joey Davis, a quick nugget on him, undefeated in his college career as a wrestler. I think he went like 164-0 or something. That's pretty fucking crazy. Crazy good wrestler, but he's been gone for a long time, man. I don't know what the deal is. He's been gone for fucking almost 3 years. I don't know why he's not fighting. Why? I try to look at his Instagram. It wasn't an injury, unless I didn't see it, but he's been gone for a very long time. I don't see any interviews, so I don't know why this guy's been out. But Jeff Creighton, I mean, I think he's both losses are by ground and pound one. If you're getting grounded and pounded by Max Roshkoff, you're probably going to get killed by fucking Joey Davis because he likes the ground and pound as well, and he's going to get this fight to the ground. Moving on, fight number 9, Pam Sorenson, Sara Collins. I got a bet on this one on Sara Collins. You can get her right now at plus 164. I like that number. I got plus 180, but I still like plus 164. And my reasoning is, dude, Pam Sorenson's old, man. 37 years old. She turned 37 today, it looks like, unless, yeah, she turned 37 today. She looked extremely fucking old at face-offs. I mean, this girl looks like she's had it. When you watch the Zingano fight, she's getting taken down over and over and over again against another old girl in Zingano, but who can wrestle. But she's getting taken down. Even against Blancow, she's getting taken down. She likes to play off her back. I mean, she's got, I guess, decent jiu-jitsu. But she's facing a girl in Sara Collins that, don't get me wrong, like, she hasn't faced anybody good. It's over there in Australia. But the girl's a high-level judoka, man. Like, she's got really good judoka credentials, and you could see them in her fights, dude. Head and arm throws, those step-over trips. Like, she's got very, very good trips and throws. And I think she can use that against Pam Sorenson. I don't think Pam Sorenson's all that good. She is tough, but I think she can get taken down. She can lose a lot from bottom. The only thing is Collins has to be careful from getting subbed from bottom, but I mean, what's the chances of that happening? Like, I don't think Sorenson has too many of those. Let me see. How many subs does she have from bottom? 1 armbar. That's it. She's got 1 armbar. So I know she's faced way better opposition, and she's the more seasoned veteran. She's also 37 years old, dude. And she has not looked good. She did not look good against Kat Zingano. And I think Sara Collins can use her judoka to get this fight, her judoka skills to get this fight to the ground. And I play plus 164 currently. I have, like I said, plus 180. I'd still play her at plus 164. I think she's the side here. So, yeah. Buffon the Beat says Pam Soren is reincarnated. Yeah, she really is. Dude, if you do you guys a favor and go watch the weigh-ins, dude, the face-offs. She looked like absolute dog shit, man. Dog shit. So, we'll move on. Fight number 10. It is in the middleweight division. It's Adam Piccolotti versus Mandel Nallo. Another bet that I have here, and the line has gone against me, to be honest. It's plus 140 now. You can have Piccolotti at plus 140. And, I mean, I like the Piccolotti side here. I know Nallo is good. He's a very good striker. He's the longer guy here. He hits with a lot of power. He's very slick with his striking. But he's also a guy that got finished by Nick Browne. He's also a guy that got finished by kicks by Kilias Mota, which both of them are not the best looks because Nick Browne is not the biggest hitter, and Moda finishing you by leg kicks is kind of like weird to see. The thing with Piccolotti is he's obviously a high-level grappler. I mean, has good wrestling, has very good BJJ, has faced a way better opposition, by the way, and has competed against the best. I mean, really close. When you look at Benson Henderson 4 years ago, right? Yeah, maybe he was still not as in his prime 4 years ago, but that's still a really, really, really good Benson Henderson that, but like I said, was still really good at that point. I mean, look, he was on a winning streak here. The only loss he had was to Patricky Pitbull by split. The other one is Sydney Outlaw, who's looked really, really good as well. And again, he loses by split to Sydney Outlaw. He comes back. He loses by sub to Barnawi, but Barnawi's such a good grappler. I mean, what Piccolotti does really well is what Barnawi does better. And that was the problem in that fight. Like, he beat Karakanyan pretty handily. The one thing with Nallo that I do like is he's got really good takedown defense. He knows how to use those long limbs. He spreads his legs. He digs underhooks. He's got really good takedown defense. So I'll give him that. But look at this. This guy has never been to the one time he's been to the third. He got stopped. He's always finished in the first or second. Piccolotti has really good cardio. If this fight extends, and I do see Piccolotti getting this guy to the ground, because the later it goes, the worse his takedown defense starts to get. And if he grounds him, I mean, Piccolotti is better on the ground, period. I know Mandel Nallo has subs, and he's a brown belt, I believe. But there's levels to this game on the ground, and Piccolotti, for sure, is levels above this guy on the ground. So I think that Piccolotti grounds him eventually. Piccolotti is very durable too. So here what I have is I have Piccolotti by submission at plus 400. What is it right now? It's plus 275. I wouldn't touch it now. But I had Piccolotti at plus 126. Now you guys are getting 145. I like that line way better. Or 140. So I would play him right now. I think he's going to get the sub probably later, man. If there was some round props, I probably would play Piccolotti round 2, round 3. I think this Nallo guy is going to slow down. Piccolotti is going to keep pushing the wrestling. And if Nallo can't get him out of here, Piccolotti has a bunch of finishes in round 2, some in round 3. So you could see, like, he breaks his opponents with his wrestling and grappling. So I like Piccolotti here. So if you want to get him right now, plus 140, I think he's the side. Fight number 11, Sullivan, Cauley, Luke Trainer. I have the under 1.5 here at minus 115. What is it currently sitting at? Minus 120. I still like it. I think minus 120 is fair. Sullivan, Cauley is finished, I believe, all his fights. Let me see here. It's 5-0. I don't want to talk out of my ass, but yeah, he's finished all of his fights in this first round. Pretty big step up as far as, who he's faced, because I think Luke Trainer, big dude, strong guy, doesn't have the best gas tank. Was getting out grappled by Simon Beyong in that fight in Bellator, his only loss. Looked really good last fight, but low-level opponent, in my opinion. He also is a pretty good finisher early. The thing is, I think if Cauley gets on top, he probably can finish. But I also think, like, Luke Trainer might buzz this guy on the feet, or if he gets on top, he's pretty dangerous himself. So I see this fight basically ending one way or another, probably leaning Cauley side, but not enough. The price is not good for me to bet at this point. Minus 200, 210. I don't want nothing to do with that. Let's see some. Oh, there's some other things, props that came out on other sites. Bet Rivers, MGM. Let's see here. Trainer. Interesting. Cauley submission is plus 900 on MGM. I don't I wouldn't mind that. Like if he gets on top and gets this guy tired and pounds him out a little bit, he might give up his neck and he might get a sub. I'm not sure about that, but it's a big number, plus 900. But yeah, that's all I have on that fight. Next fight, banger. Archie Colgan versus Justin Montalvo. And I know a lot of people are on Justin Montalvo here at the big dog price. And I love dogs, guys. I love playing dogs, but this is not a spot I want to play a dog, man. I honestly believe, and this is not exaggerating, this guy is a force to be reckoned with, man. Archie Colgan, I love his boxing. I love his wrestling. I love his cardio. This guy has powerful fucking wrestling. Very, very good hands. Very crisp. Like everything is short. A lot of power in his hands. His knockout on Nuro, Nuro's faced pretty good guys. And he's not getting finished by these guys. Look at Arosa. He's not getting finished by any of these guys. Who's the guy that finished him? Right here, Archie Colgan. And he hurt him multiple times. And this guy has crazy good wrestling if he wants it. Very big power in the hands. And, dude, his boxing is crisp, man. When I first looked at him, I didn't think this guy was a wrestler. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's boxing is so good. But he's good everywhere, man. I'm really impressed with this guy. I think this guy is going to be a force to be reckoned with in general in Bellator at 55. Only thing is his size. He's only 5'9", 70-inch reach, but he's put together, man. And, his opponent is good. Just a Montalvo, tough guy. He's out of that Longo and Weidman, with all those guys, Aljamain and everybody. And, he's looked pretty good. He was getting teed off on, I'll tell you, against Corey Samuels early in that fight. Corey Samuels was teeing off on him. It wasn't looking very good, but then he came back and destroyed Corey Samuels with the body. And this guy's nickname, I think, is the Body Snatcher. And it's for a good reason. I know it says Kid Marvelous, but they call him the Body Snatcher. He digs to the body really, really well. He hits very, very hard to the body. And you can see he wings his punches a lot. This win against Charlie Ratke is really good. Ratke's a good fighter. He's got a knockout in the second round against this guy. And again, he's training with the best guys. I mean, Marab, all those guys at Longo. And he's a good fighter, but when I watched the Jacob Bond fight and Jacob Bond dropped this guy, okay, and Corey Samuels putting it on this guy, I can't imagine what Archie Colgan's going to do to this guy because, dude, I'm going to tell you one thing. Montalvo can strike, but his punches are very, very wide, guys. Very wide. He's throwing hooks from the hip, and his hands are down. It's a recipe to get knocked out against a guy like Archie Colgan who throws beautiful short left hooks. I mean, he's going to knock him out if he throws like that, and that's what I see on tape. Montalvo throws from the hip, and he's trying to throw to the body, and he leaves himself open to get countered. And I think he's going to get knocked out here against Archie Colgan. If he doesn't get knocked out, Archie Colgan can ground this guy anytime he wants with the wrestling. Like, his wrestling is way better. So I think anywhere this fight goes, Archie Colgan is the better guy. It's just that his line is no good anymore. I mean, it's minus 260. I would play him in a parlay. I did play him in a parlay at minus 285. I said, under 2.5 here is really good at minus 115 on Bet Online. Let's see what it is right now. If anybody has odds somewhere else, let me know. But yeah, it's minus 140 now, but you can get 120 on Betway. I like the under here. I think Colgan finishes this guy, to be honest. Probably by KO. I wouldn't even be surprised by sub, but most likely KO because he loves the ground and pound as well. But it's only 105, so I don't know. I might just go ITD minus 115. I think he knocks this guy out in general. This guy is too wild, and he throws like I said, he throws from the hip. I think he's gonna get knocked out. So yeah, let me go over to chat. Sullivan sub 901. Yeah, I don't think it's bad, honestly. I don't think it's bad, Tim. Yeah. If anybody has questions about this fight, I love Archie Colgan, man. This guy he's the real deal. I'm telling you guys. This guy's the real fucking deal. And you'll hear about him. You'll hear about this guy in about 6 months. And everybody's going to be talking about how good he is. I'm just telling you, his cardio checks out. His striking checks out. His wrestling checks out. I mean, everything's looked good. Yeah, he hasn't faced the best opposition, but like I said, he's faced durable, tough guys like Brian Nuro, who nobody can get out of there. And, you know, he got him out of there. And Dylan Montalvo is like not a bad fighter as well. He's a pretty good fighter. Also at Longo and Weidman, I should say. And Archie Colgan dominated his ass, like dominated him everywhere. So, good luck to anybody betting Montalvo. I don't think it happens. I think he's going to get starched. Fight number 13, John Salter, Aaron Jeffrey. Big line here, minus 370, minus 4. I was kind of thinking of Salter, but man, I can't, man. Jeffrey's takedown defense, just way too good. Better cardio, way younger guy. Everything just points to Aaron Jeffrey here, and 30 years old, looks like the stronger, bigger guy. John Salter pushing 38 now. I know he's faced good opposition and hung in there with some of these guys, but this is a bad matchup. I don't think he can ground Jeffrey, and I don't think he can hold down Jeffrey, so I'm not touching this fight. However, I did play something, actually. I take it back. I played fight goes to decision at plus 275. And the only reason is I played that is because I could see like grappling happen a little and kind of the clock ticking. Oh shit, fight goes to decision is down to plus 125. Never mind. It's completely gone. It's completely killed. But with that being said, if the line's plus 125 to go to distance, playing John Salter by decision at plus 800 is not a bad play. Like if they're thinking now this fight has a good chance of going the distance, it probably has to do with some of John Salter's grappling. So why wouldn't you take Salter by a decision at plus 800? Like it probably makes sense to do that because the line is so off compared to the fight goes to decision. And Salter is the grappler here. So, yeah, that's what I would do. Big Bird says, nah, them Longo guys shoving needles up their ass. He ain't finishing him. We'll see. We'll see. It's possible he don't finish him because he's tough. I will say Montalvo's tough, but man, I don't care how tough you are. When you leave your chin out there, you might get exposed. I'm right there with you, Gerardo, studying these guys, learning how to cap myself. Yeah, that's it on that fight. Jeffrey against Salter. Moving on. Zingano, Leah, McCourt. I got nothing. Complete pass for me. 40-year-old Zingano probably going to get this fight. There's a lot of grappling. McCourt looks so much bigger than her. It's dogger path. I wouldn't touch Zingano at minus 300. 420 in some spots. Oh, my God. You can get plus 285, but I'm not touching that fight with a 10-inch pole. Marcelo Golm, Daniel James. I was leaning Golm a little bit, but I don't know, man. James can sarch him. He's 41 years old, though. He looked in really good shape at weigh-ins. I'm kind of surprised that they were almost similar size. Like, James, it says, is 6'6", right? And Golm says 6'3", but at face-off, they look like they were the same size. So I don't know if Golm is really 6'3", but it says 6'3" here, but I don't know, man. I kind of think if the later this fight goes, obviously the more it favors Golm. And if he can get this fight grounded, it favors him in a big way. What's his submission prop? You better have a good submission prop on Golm? Nah, 400 is the best. God. Yeah, I don't know. It's another stay away for me. I'm not playing anything in that fight. But yeah, I mean, those are all my bets for. Let me share my screen for. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen for my bets. And let's see here. All right. Those are my bets right there. Adam Piccolotti plus 126. Nick Browne plus 170. A lot of dogs. Carrillo plus 800. Cummins minus 105 for 2 units. I got this parlay sitting here. I think Tokov money line's good now. Piccolotti by submission plus 400. That's gone. Under 1.5 minus 115 on the Cauley trainer. Salter fight goes to, I can't believe the CLV on this right now. It's at plus 275. It's plus 125, which I won't touch it there. And Colgan Montalvo under 2.5 minus 115 for 2 units. I think that fight ends most likely from Colgan. The only reason I played the under and not the ITD is because it's 10 cents off, and this way I get both sides. So it made no sense to play Colgan ITD over this because it's, like I said, it's 10 cents off and you get both sides. So yeah. Agree with you on Colgan. Don't get the hype of Montalvo. I just don't see it. Yeah, I don't think his tape checks out, to be honest, against low-level guys. So that's my thing there. Gotta be Golm sub 2-3. Yeah, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad. CLV is a myth, says Tajik. Not in my book. Not in my book, Tajik. It is not a myth in my book. I like CLV. But yeah, let's go on real quick to PFL. Let me go share. Okay, PFL. Let's see here. All right. Let me get this screen out and give you guys my PFL screen. All right. Here we go. First fight of the night, Corey Hendricks, Impa Kasanganai. No bet for me here. I got nothing here other than, well, actually, I do have a bet. I talk too fast. I actually have a bet on Corey Hendricks by decision. He was plus 300. What is he right now? Oh, it's 275 now. I probably still take a crack on it at this point. And that's the lowest I would go. Plus 275. Corey Hendricks by decision. It's just that Impa Kasanganai, first of all, he's fighting at 205, which I don't know if he should or shouldn't, but he's going to be the smaller man in the ring. I'll tell you that. Hendricks pretty big. This guy's 5'11". Hendricks, I think, is 6'3". He's going to be the much bigger guy. And Hendricks, like, when you give him just the striker, he does a lot better. Like the Sorty fight, he did good. The problem he has is when he faces these grapplers. And like Hamlet kind of gave him a hard time, even though he beat Hamlet once and split the second time. But he has a hard time when he gets grounded. I don't think Impa Kasanganai is some like great wrestler. So I don't think that's happening. Impa's the better striker, but I don't know how big the margin would be. I don't think it's that big. But then I do think Corey Hendricks can take Impa down. That's the thing. Like, I think Corey Hendricks can get Impa down, and if he can get him down, right, he can win minutes. I think that striking is fairly competitive. And you're getting like, plus 275 decision. I don't think the thing with Corey is I don't think he's a big finisher. However, I do. What's his submission prop? Let me see that. I think if he could get his Hendricks submissions plus 550. That's kind of interesting, too. I don't have a play on that, but that's a little interesting. I could see a world where he gets him down and subs him, too. I don't think Impa's the best on the ground. So, but yeah, I kind of like Corey Hendricks. I just wanted more on the money line. That's the only thing for me. I wanted more. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why, Tommy. He's out for 3 years. I have no idea. I didn't see injury. I didn't see nothing. He just went. He said he went ghost. So I don't know what the deal is with him, but it is a little bit of concern when you're talking such a big fucking favorite. And you don't even know what he's been doing. Fight 2, Dylan Monte, Ty Flores, and currently we have a line of minus 191. Comeback on Flores plus 166. Flores is a grappler. He's got pretty good cardio for a big guy. He keeps pushing the grappling, but he's an absolute punching bag on the feet, dude. Like, this guy's getting clipped left and right. He seems to be very durable. I think he's been finished once, maybe. Yeah, by Tokov, who I don't know how he finished him, but he's faced better hitters like Dustin Jacoby and stuff. And actually, he's finished early in his career twice. But he's a wrestler. I mean, he's a grappler. He's a grinder. He wants to grind you out, get you to the ground and grind the fight and make it dirty on the ground and basically beat you by decision for the most part. His opponent, Dylan Monte, he's a Brazilian that swings for the fences, dude. Like, this guy is looking to take off your head. He took off Emmanuel Sordi's head. I know he has some submissions, but this guy's a striker, man. Don't let that fool you. He comes forward chucking bombs. And he chucked bombs against Antonio Carlos Jr. in that fight. I think he dropped Jr. And then I forgot how he got taken down. Obviously, that's Jr.'s world and got darsed. But against Wilkinson, I mean, he landed some big shots against Wilkinson, had him wobbled a little, and then Wilkinson came back and destroyed him basically with knees and shit like that, and basically put the guy out. It's just one of those fights, man. I kind of want to favor Flores because of the grappling, but he's so damn punchy. I mean, he gets hit so fucking much. I just wish we had a better line for like fight doesn't go and stuff like that. But Flores, like, what's Flores by decision? You see, even Flores by decision sucks. It's plus 300. I wouldn't play it. So yeah, I mean, it's a pass. It's a pass. Why am I even going into it that deep? I think it's a pass. Moving on. Fight number 3 is Sung Bin Jo versus Jesus Pinedo. I like Bin Jo here. Like, I played him earlier at minus 125. He is currently sitting at minus 155. It came back. So people have been betting Pinedo. The thing with Pinedo is, like, first of all, he's very low volume. He doesn't throw a lot of shots. He's beat basically cans. You know, even when he was in the UFC against Devin Powell. Devin Powell's a can. Hasn't really beat anybody good in his career. When he fought MacKenzie, he was completely dominated in that fight by MacKenzie on the feet. He's not a grappler, which is my only thing that I would be concerned of with Sung Bin Jo, is facing a grappler that's going to ground them. I don't think he's going to ground them. I think Bin Jo has way more power than this guy. You know, Bin Jo is 2 losses, Tamer, Diamond. Like, yeah, I know it's not the best look to lose to Tamer, but I just think Bin Jo hits much harder. This is going to be on the feet. Tyler Diamond fight, he was probably worried a lot about Diamond's grappling, and he did get taken down there. But in this fight, I don't think he's got to have any concern with the grappling. And I think he's the better striker and has more power, and by a lot, by a mile. And Pinedo, the one thing you see with this guy is 1, 2, he's been knocked out twice. And I'm telling you, like, Bin Jo throws very fucking hard. He throws for the fences. Like, he's trying to take off your head. And I think if he connects, he's going to take off his head. And what's his KO prop? It's probably shitty. Yeah, plus 160. I'm not interested. But yeah, I mean, I like Bin Jo right now. Minus 155. I think it's a play. So I got 125. I still think 55. I have him somewhere in the 75, 200 area, to be honest. Should be like minus 200. Moving on. Fight number 4, Alejandro Flores, Daniel Torres. I got nothing on this fight at all. I will skip it. I will move on. Josh Silveria, Sam K. Another one I want nothing to do. Silveria, very big favorite. K, I have no idea much about this guy. He is 8-6. He's a kind of an undersized heavyweight, but both guys are now at this point, because Silveria is, I think he's always fought at 205, right? Yeah. Now he's fighting at heavyweight. I have no idea why. Oh, no, it's at light heavyweight. I take it back. Sorry. His fight is at light heavyweight. Why did I think it was a heavyweight? Okay. So it's at light heavyweight. Yeah, I mean, Sam, I don't know what to say. Like, Sam K is probably going to get finished by Silveria, but I have no interest in minus 600 and a money line. Moving on. Let's see what's next here. It is Martin Hamlet, Mohamed Fakhreddin. Decent matchup here. And I got a bet on Martin Hamlet at minus 145. I got a bet on Hamlet via submission at plus 550. Let's see where those lines at. Minus 165 is the best price at Caesars. I would still play Hamlet at that price. And let's see here. Submission is 375. Holy shit, it's got smoked. I wouldn't touch it at 375. But I think unders are good here. Minus 155 on the under is a play, actually, in my opinion. Just because, first off, Fakhreddin hits very hard on the feet. He swings for the fences. Like, that's just what he does. But his takedown defense, man, is god-awful. Against Mohamed Saeed in that one fight, he was getting grounded really easily. His takedown defense just does not look good. Mirza Khanov didn't even need the grappling. He freaking uppercut him to hell. He's faced decent guys, but he's been stopped in all of his losses, I believe. Yeah, every single one of his losses, he's been stopped. In this Mohamed Saeed fight, where it's no contest, he got knocked out. I think it was a no contest because Saeed tested positive for something. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times he's been stopped. Once by submission, the other times by KOs. Hamlet is going to have a big grappling edge on him, in my opinion. Big wrestling edge, in my opinion. And we know what Hamlet's going to do. He's going to go for a takedown. He's going to try to take him. And Hamlet gasses, guys. Don't get me wrong. Like, this guy's gas tank is very concerning. But, and this is a big but, the difference is in the Hendricks fights where he's gassing, it's against a guy that has much, much better defensive grappling, much better. He gives a lot back in the sense of defensive wrestling, as opposed to Fakhreddin. I don't think he gives a lot back with his wrestling. His defensive wrestling sucks, and he's going to get grounded, dude. And he might get finished on the ground. So he's been finishing all his losses. We know Hamlet gets hurt on the feet. I mean, he's been hurt a bunch. He's been finished 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 of his losses. Why do we have minus 155 on the under 2.5 here? I don't understand it, but that's the first I've looked at it, right? To be honest, and now that I look at it, I'm gonna play it under 2.5 minus 155. Probably is the best bet for this fight. This fight is gonna end one way or another, and I think that's the route you should take. Actually, go by fight doesn't go as minus 175. I think that's better. 20 cents better. You just save that 2.5 minutes because that's when Hamlet dies. So you don't want it to end then and be like, oh fuck. So minus 175, I think is where is that. Minus 175 is where I'm gonna go here. Fight doesn't go. I think it's a good bet. Honestly, I think that's the best bet of this fight. I do think Hamlet wins pretty handily, but I think the best bet to cover both angles is minus 175. Fight doesn't go. That's what I'm going to be playing right now. Moving on. Fight number 7, Chris Wade, Bubba Jenkins. Chris Wade now blowing up to minus 172, 180. We've seen this fight already before. And I don't see what changes. How does Jenkins win? Jenkins needs to grapple for the most part. We see him out-grappled by Chris Wade in their first fight. Chris Wade has the better gas tank. He's coming off a pretty good beating to Loughnane where he got knocked out. Jenkins did with kicks. And I think maybe Chris Wade goes to those kicks in this fight because he does kick a lot. And we saw Jenkins. He had no answer for fucking calf kicks. Nothing. So I don't know. I kind of favor Wade, but not at this price. If this gets any larger, like 175, 180 for Jenkins, I might take a shot. 170. Because, yeah, Chris Wade kind of dominated that fight, but, like, Jenkins probably should just keep it on the feet. I mean, he has more of a chance on the feet. Why are you trying to grapple? I think if he keeps that on the feet, he might have his hands are not terrible. And I don't think Chris Wade has the best striking. He's got good kicks, but I'll probably keep it on the feet, and this fight plays closer, in my opinion. Tim says, I don't know about the cardio from Hamel. It is shit. It is. But listen, it's shit against guys that have better, like I said, their takedown defense is better than, if there's not much resistance, I don't think he's going to gas that much. That's the only reason why I'm saying. Moving on, fight number 8. Khabulayev versus Kodo. Man, huge favorite. Khabulayev minus 700. Man, this guy's a really good fighter. I mean, he's got good striking as well. He's faced, I mean, he's 19-0, right? He actually has a loss. The loss was to Pineda, where he got finished, but Pineda tested positive. But listen, I mean, this guy had a bunch of finishes early in his career. He finished Damon Jackson. Then he finished another guy by rear naked choke. And then he's gone on to go and 4 straight fights where he's gotten a decision. But let me explain something. Lance Palmer is hard to finish. Okay, that's one. This Stojanovic guy is the only guy that I think he should have finished. And I guess it was kind of close to finishing in that fight, but he didn't finish him. Brandon Loughnane, tough to finish. Chris Wade, very tough to finish. So these guys that he's faced lately that have gone to decision are very, very tough to finish in general, outside of Lazar. Now he's facing Cotto, who was just finished by Bubba Jenkins by rear naked choke. I mean, he looked good against Loughnane, but that Loughnane, there was something wrong. I think his knee was fucked up or whatever. This is a big step down, in my opinion, for Khabulayev. If he gets, and not if he gets, he's going to get this fight to the ground pretty easily, in my opinion. And he's absolutely going to rain down on this guy. Khabulayev, I played the KO, which got murdered now. I played his KO prop. It was plus 400. Actually, it's not that murders. It's 300. It's gone down. His submission prop is 300. His ITD is, what is his ITD? Wow. ITD is plus 150. I play the ITD. I think he can sub him or knock him out. He's going to finish him, in my opinion. He's the much better fighter. Khabulayev, like I said, he's faced durable guys. That's been the problem. And Cotto has been finished, like I said, pretty easily against Jenkins, who's not a high-level grappler. He's a good wrestler, but not a very great grappler. I think Khabulayev finishes here, man. Plus 150. Khabulayev inside the distance. I'm taking some of that right now as we speak, including I had knockout at plus 400, but I'm taking this ITD because I think he's gonna finish him. And God damn it, max limit 250. Fuck you guys. But I'm putting it in right now. Plus 250. I mean, plus 150. I think he finishes here. Cotto has nothing for this guy. Movlad is really good, man. Really good everywhere, to be honest. But his grappling is next level. Moving on, fight 9. Krzysztof Jotko, Will Fury at 205, by the way. Jotko, first time moving up to 205, coming out of the UFC. 33 years old. He's not really old, to be honest. He's got way more experience. Fleury's the older guy here. Looks like he's going to be the bigger guy from what I see. But, man, like I know a lot of people have Fleury and the line has come down and it's down to 220. And at one point he was 3-something. I just don't think he's going to out-grapple Jotko. I don't think he's going to win minutes against Jotko. Like, that's the issue here. Like, how does Fleury win this fight? I don't know if he can, man. Jotko's faced way better opposition. He's just a better fighter, but he's moving up to 205. And that's the only thing that Fleury might be the bigger guy in the cage and might use the size. But, like, Jotko's faced such good fighters. Like, I know he got subbed by Allen, but like he won the split against Serkinov, and Serkinov is a big 85er. He's probably a 205er. Faced Anders, beat him by decision. And again, Anders is a big 85er as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not interested. Fleury's not that good, to be honest. Like, he's just not good. He's not very good. I mean, can he win? Maybe, because he's the bigger guy. But yeah, I'm not What'd you say, Tim? Movlet ITD sub? No, I got KO and IT, but I got a better price at KO. So yeah, I think he can I think he's gonna finish in general. Just play ITD. Jacko stayed safely. Yeah, I mean, I don't think, this guy's not subbing him. I don't think Fleury's subbing him. No. Because Fleury's not like, he can wrestle, but he's not like a good grappler. He's not subbing him. He's got 1, 2, 3 subs. Like, okay. He's also been subbed, I think, right? Yeah. So yeah, I have no interest in this fight. Next one, Rob Wilkinson, Thiago Santos. I have actually some plays on this one. I got the under 2.5 here. Listen, Rob Wilkinson is kill or be killed. I don't care what anybody thinks. It is a kill or be killed fighter. Under 2.5, I got it at DraftKings minus 145. I think it's on MGM as well or somewhere else. I don't know where else I seen it. And then the under 1.5 is plus 170 on Bet Online. I played both. Just the way Wilkinson fights, man. Like, listen, this guy's been out of the second round. Let's see. Once. So he's a kill or be killed, man. He's been knocked out 1, 2 in both of his losses. 1 to Adesanya, who's not a big hitter. And he's finished everybody, man. Like every fucking body that he's faced, he's finished. He hits hard, but he's there to be hit. And Thiago Santos hits very fucking hard, even at the ripe age of 39. He still can crack. He's faced way better opposition. I just think this is a fight where the way Wilkinson fights, it's a kill or be killed type of guy. He's either going to kill you or you're going to kill him. And the under 2.5, I think, is very, very generous at, like I said, minus 145 on DraftKings. Very, very generous. I think that's a play. Even the under 1.5 at plus 170, I'm going to take a shot on that as well. I did already. Because I think it might end early. One of these guys might get starched very early. So, again, Santos, 39 years old, man. I mean, yeah, he's got a pretty good chin, but at some point it goes away. And this might be the point because Wilkinson goes for it. He absolutely goes for it early. Moving on. Fight 11, Brandon Loughnane, Marlon Moraes. I mean, what am I going to say? Minus 700? Take a shot on what's Moraes round 1? 1,000. Yeah. It's not even worth it. Like, Lougnane's never been finished, I think. But Moraes can finish anybody in round 1, honestly. Like, he can. Guy is super explosive in round 1. He can knock out anybody in that round. Under 2.5, it's too wide. 211. Yeah. I mean, Moraes, round 1 plus 1,000. I mean, is there a KO 1? Let's see if there's KO 1 or something. Nah, he could sub him too, honestly. Club him sub. No, round 1 is 1,000. I mean, if I'm taking Moraes, it's probably round 1. That's when he's most dangerous, and he's plus 1,000. Like I said, though, Lougnane's never been finished, but he did get hurt. I think in the Cotto fight, he was hurt. His eye was shut. So we know he can get hurt. Marlon Moraes can knock anybody out in the first round, like I said. And he had Shaman Moraes almost out of there. Merab, he had almost out of there. I can't remember these other ones, but I'm pretty sure there's some other ones if you guys want to help me. And then he's got a bunch of first-round finishes. I don't know, man. I know he's old. I know he's been beaten, but he's still super dangerous early. And, yeah, I mean, if you want to play Moraes plus 500, I wouldn't even tell you not to play his money line. But you can't play Loughnane minus 700. That's crazy. It's crazy. I wouldn't fuck with that at all. But yeah, guys, I think I went over everything that I have. If you want to look at my plays, go to my Bet MMA tips. I do have a bet on Kung Piao Kim at Ryzen 41 at plus 115. I think he's the good side. And I also have 4 plays on CFFC 117. All dogs. Every one of them is a dog. Small shots, half units. One is 1 unit. I might add to the 1 unit one actually, but yeah. That's it. 67 of you still in here. Thank you very, very much. Do me a favor. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel if you can. Hit the notification button so you know when I go live. Comments, complaints, everything, leave them in the chat there in my YouTube channel. Thank you to that idiot that came on and made himself look like a fool before withering away. Imagine taking the time to go in someone's YouTube channel, like making a different name or whatever, an account, showing up to this guy's YouTube channel just so you can go in there and talk shit. Like, imagine what a life you have. Like, talk about a low life, dude. Like, why would you go through all those steps just to do that? I mean, you got to be some fucking piece of shit to do that. I don't get it. How do you research all these shows? It's insane. I don't work, so this is basically my full-time job this year. I've been doing really, really good in MMA betting this year. I mean, I'm up a good 5 figures, like really good 5 figures. So it's been a great year, man, for me. And the thing is, if you're making money and you're going to work harder and you're going to break tape up and find time to do tape. And I don't have a full-time job. So I retired and this is what I do full-time, basically break down fights and make money, man. Try to make money for everybody. All my shit is for free. My Bet MMA is open to everybody. All my YouTube channel. I mean, look at our Lambo Plays show, me and Tim every week. Like, we're giving out big plus money plays every single UFC card. Like, this year, if you've been following Lambo Plays, you have to be up like insane amount of units. Like, honestly, you're probably up 70 units just from those plays alone because it's been crazy run. So I don't work either or at home all the time, but still find it hard to research all this. So you don't work and you're at home all the time, but how do you not find time? I don't get it. Like, you can do like at least 8 to 10 fights in one day. So how could you not if you're at home every day and you got 5 days in the week, how can you not do a couple of cards or 2 or 3 cards? It's pretty easy to do. And then sometimes it's you don't do every fight. When you're looking at a line like, minus 1,600 on what's his name? The fucking Bellator fight. I'm not really researching that hard. I'm just going to look at the other side, see what he looks like. And if he's a complete can, I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to waste my time. There's certain fights you just don't waste your time on. So you're not really taping an entire card when there's fights that are minus 1,600, minus 2,000, unless there's something that sticks out on the opposite side. So thank you, Mr. Chico. Thank you, Ice Viking. I appreciate you guys. 73 of you still in here. I would appreciate it when I tweet it out. You guys can retweet it, stuff like that, so people can go and view all my plays for these 2 cards. Hopefully, we can crush it. And, yeah, any last questions, let me know real quick in chat. Otherwise, I'm going to shut it down. We've been going on for a little over an hour. Basically broke down both cards. Any last questions? Really quick. If not, thank you very much to everybody. And one last thing, like I usually say, let's cash those motherfucking tickets.